Welcome to yet another 3D printing video. This is a brooch for a friend of mine. I was given a question, hey, can you make a thing? So I decided I was going to make a thing, so I designed it up in Sculptress. Now here I am importing it into Cura, so I can actually edit it. You see how small it is when it comes out of Sculptress. But first thing we need to do is get it rotated around. I found with the overhangs, it prints best in this kind of an orientation, and we're just going to resize it. I ended up deciding to go a little bit bigger than what I initially sized it to, just due to the proportions we were looking for. But yeah, we were able to so it looks pretty good. It's in the position. Now we're going to go and calculate the layers. I just got to wait for the toolpath to go through its deal. And all this footage is sped up a little bit. My computer is nowhere near this fast. So, but anyway, so here we go. Oh, I got to change my view so you can actually see it. So it's actually cutting through all the layers nice and neat. We got a really good transition from the raft up to the main structure. Basically, that that connection will affect the entire print in the end. And let's see. So there I am, double checking my measurements off camera. It only took a moment. We actually had some issues. So yeah, here I'm going to change the scale just a little bit. Yeah, we had some issues with the printing, mostly due to my bed being messed up on the printer through a little bit of abuse and not being quite configured correctly. The belts had actually started to stretch out, so I was getting a lot more movement in the bed than I was supposed to. But yeah, here I am just double checking everything, and once again, looking good. It rendered in really nicely. I found if it doesn't transition through the layers really good, it will mess up in the final print, just due to the way it's all set up. There it is. Double, dinking around with the settings just a little bit more. Yeah, it's still looking good. And we should be getting ready to save this thing and head on out to the garage. Yeah, I'm going to fast forward through, just time lapse most of it. Yeah, save it to G-code. And something I do for all my my files is I actually put the weight of the estimated volume, so that way I don't have any issues keeping track of how much is on the roll. But there we go, ready to go out to the garage. Alright, so now we gotta get this here log giver off the build deck so we can do our next project. Oh, come on. Here I get one of those little spoon things. Break these projects loose. This one's a little undersized, but I can live with that. The detail's real high. I just couldn't go any bigger and have it actually fit on my build plate. But actually, that should work. My hands are smaller than they look, so time you get it a little thicker, you'll be right there. That should actually function. All right. Let's get the rest of this off. Get the build plate prepped. Off you go. There it goes. Alrighty then. Play with that in a later moment. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been brave enough to try this without the glue, but I'm getting consistent results, so I don't really want to change it. Let's see, we'll get the swap out the SD card, micro SD card. I have to mark these because I got a couple more on order, so we'll be hot swapping around a lot more of these. Hey, that plugged right in. Okay, there we go. So we want the DOC Broach. We're warming up now. Let's see. Yep. Temperature's looking good. I'll bring you guys around to that. So we're warming up. Alright. Get this little bugger out. Oh man. I was kind of afraid of that. I got a little extra movement in the bed. more so than I probably should have. So next thing I'm gonna do is actually pull the bed all apart. Yep, totally didn't print these little tips the way they're supposed to. They're like spongy. So we're gonna have to reprint this one once the bed's fixed, because that is just completely unacceptable. So, oh well, try it again here in a little bit. Alright, so this was attempt number 2 on to print this. As the last video clip showed, these little spires actually were like a freaking slinky, and that was a combination of the bed being messed up on the printer and running a little too high of a feed rate. So this one turned out much better. So I've just got to sand it up, get it ready to ship out.